Hey everyone, it's Guard, and I'm starting draft number 12, I think, with my free-to-play run, and this pick's actually really easy. All these cards in the top row are really mediocre. The best ones are probably Nexus Tactician and maybe Trial by Combat or Battle Droid, but Katara Sprite is just on a level above all of the other ones. Katara Sprite helps a lot with Dryads and Harbingers, and it's also just really hard to kill. You can get in a lot of free damage on creatures with Guitar Sprite with 7 toughness, because you can go to combat and then replace it. You get a free Guitar Sprite. And the other cards aren't really worth talking about. I initially liked Necroplasm a lot because it reminds me of what's that card? There was some Metamind that steals regen. I can't remember what the name of the card was. It was a 5/8 and an 8/13, and those are actually really good stats. But it was also a 13/18 at rank 3, which is way better than a 9/19. 9 power is so low, and its ability is so random that it's not that good. So I'm just going to take Guitar Sprite. Not too hard a choice. Okay, next pick we've got... I could take Twin Strength if I want to keep Utera and then pick my faction later. I could take Warbringer Ranti because it's the best card in this pack. Other than Twin Strength, I think Twin Strength is actually probably better than Warbringer Ranti. And if I wanted to pick Necreum, I'd pick Defense. Or Zidane Hulk. Defense Spire is not really good. Excuse me, I need to get some water. I'll be right back. Okay, anyway, Twin Strength I think is the better pick instead of Warbringer Ranti, just because Twin Strength is just a better card. If I wanted to be Tempest, I could take the Warbringer Ranti, but I don't particularly want to be Tempest. I mean, I kind of do, but not really for Warbringer Ranti. Best card in this pack by far is Warhound Raider. Like, this card is absolutely incredible. It makes your deck significantly better. It's also probably the best Tempest card in the entire format. I think it might be better than all the Tempest Heroics too. I don't think they're that good Tempest Heroics. There's like Hammerfang and Storm. Okay, so Oronti Stormshaper is probably better. But other than Oronti Stormshaper, I think this card's the best Tempest card. But it's a free-to-play account, and there's a Heroic in the pack, and this card is the worst Heroic, other than Unstable Aesir. Rebelstone Elemental is the worst Tempest Heroic. So I'm gonna take the Heroic because it's silver, right? I need the silver, I need the cards. If I open more Rebelstone Elementals, I'll just be able to get silver that way. Which kind of sucks because Warhound Raider increases the chance of me winning drastically. But the thing is about in this draft queue, it's actually a little more efficient to pick Heroics than it is to try and win. Because if you're not guaranteed a bunch of wins, like, okay, so here's how the payout works out, and I'm just taking a little break from the actual drafting to explain this. Because the correct pick is 100% without a Warhound Raider, but I'm taking a Rebelstone Elemental. And the reason that is because 5,000 silver, that's the silver price for, let's see, for 2 wins. Yeah, 2 wins is 5,000 silver. 3 wins is 7,500. So 4 wins would be 10,000. So each Heroic you get is like getting two wins, and you're guaranteed 1 at the start. And granted, I don't have 3 Rebelstone Elementals right now. I only have 1. But that just means it's worth more because if I open more Rebelstone Elementals in the future, each one will be more. I'll be able to scrap it. I can't scrap this right now, but I plan to do a lot of drafts, so picking up the Heroics is pretty good. And you don't ever know when you're going to get... I think like one draft I did, I got 3 Ash Maidens in one draft. And so now every Ash Maiden I pick is just instant silver. So you never know when you're going to get a playset. And being able to get silver quickly makes you be able to craft the cards you want. Whereas 7-0ing a draft is super nice. You get a legendary, but most of the legendaries in the game are not good. That's just the truth. A lot of the legendaries in the game are not good and constructed. There are some that are very, very good and constructed, but you need a lot of those, and you need a lot of multiples. And one legendary is probably a drop in the bucket. I think the last 2 7 wins I got was like a Delta Chrono Sculptor, which is unplayable, and I know I got Soul Drinker in one of them. I don't remember if it was on this account. I don't remember the other legendary, which means it wasn't good. So I think it's more efficient just to take the Heroics, even though Warhound Raider is orders of magnitude better than Rebelstone Elemental. Anyway, I'll take the Elementalist here. I'm in Umbric now. Elementalist is good at moving your creatures and keeping raid up. And I'll take Jillarth Hunter over Bramblewood Guardian. Is that even true? 6, 14, 12, 24 is probably better than 11, 17, 6, 12. Even though it's a little more power. Yeah, okay. A Chisel's Arthur is definitely better. So Dendrify versus Deep Branch Prowler. I think Dendrify is what I want. I like having good removal spells in Tempest, in Umbric. And Umbric has very, very few removal spells. If they play a really large creature, like if they play a Shardclaw Crusher Necromoeba, you have to have Dendrify or Metamorphosis, because otherwise you just can't deal with it. You have to like play a Shardclaw Crusher of your own and then play something else in front of it. Otherwise, it's just really, really hard to deal with. Okay, so best cards in this pack are Grove Matriarch and Hive Empress. Hive Empress is a very, very good raid card, but I have nothing that triggers raid right now because I'm not gonna freaking play Rebel Soul Elemental. And Grove Matriarch is always solid, so I'd rather take the Grove Matriarch and not have the raid card than take the raid card and be unable to play it. And then Spring Dread, easy pick. A lot of good cards in this pack actually. Aether Shaman and Grove Matriarch are also very good. Shimmerfang Serpent, pretty easy pick. Dryad Spoon's okay, but nowhere near as good as the Dryad herself because it requires you to have a creature in play and to get the benefit that way. Whereas Spring Dryad's always a very solid play. So Shimmerfang Serpent, pretty easy pick. And then another Grove Matriarch helps my Dryad, helps my raid if I ever pick any of that up. So now it's between Cloudcleaver Titan and Grove Matriarch. Spiritstone Druid, I think, is worse than both of these cards. This is good with Spirit. This is a very good card with Spring Dryad, but it's not that good any other time. Like, if you draw this and don't have Spring Dryad in play, I never really want to play it. So, if it's between Matriarch and Cloudcleaver Titan, the benefits to Matriarch are that it helps with raid. I've got Spring Dryad, and it's never a dead play. Like, it can always block underleveled. This card doesn't block underleveled, so that's not a problem. Cloudcleaver Side, I mean. Cloudcleaver Side does a lot of damage. It has mobility, so it can utilize its power and toughness very well. Because you can hit one creature, then move out of the way, hit another creature. Scaling mobility, too, which is really nice. It has a lot of movement options as you level it up. But I don't actually know what the pick is. I think it's actually really, really close. And I'm leaning towards Grove Matriarch just because it's so reliable. And Cloudcleaver Titan is a little small at rank 3. It's only a 12-16 and on the if something's blocking it. Whereas this is a 14-16 that puts a 5/5 into play. I think I'm gonna go with the Grove Matriarch, though I think this pick is really, really close. I'm not sure what the correct answer is. And then Umbric Ice Crusher is a decent card and a heroic, so I think it's the clear pick here. Though I think I'd take Flamestoke Shaman if there weren't a heroic in the pack. And Hammerfang, a very good card. Helps with raid. I have a lot of cards that make tokens and move out of the way, so I probably want to be looking for some raid cards, like a Herd Mother and Hive Empress are the best ones. So Shardclaw Crusher I'll take pretty easily. The other cards are not very good. And Chant of Dragonwatch is just horrible. It only deals 1 damage to every creature at rank 1 and 2 damage to every creature at rank 3. It's just not very good. Compared to Flame... What's it called? Flame Wave, I believe? Flame something. Flame whatever. It does 5 damage to every creature. Firestorm, that's what it's called. Firestorm. It does 5 damage to every creature at rank 1. And you have to be in rank 5 for Chant of Dragonwatch to do that. Though granted, Chant doesn't hate your creatures, but whatever. You need to kill their creatures sometimes more than you need to keep your own. Actually, most of the time when you're casting spells like that. Easiest pick is Blizzard Shaman. It's a large creature. It helps you move your cards around. A little random, but that doesn't really matter because you can play around it pretty well. The next best card is probably Tremor Charge or Spark Soul. I just kind of slam another Blizzard Shaman. I love this card. It's very good too. Cultivate's a heroic, so I'm going to take it, though I would have liked to take the Dragon Keeper Shaman. I think it's a pretty decent card with raid, and I've got a lot of tokens and a Hammerfang, which means it's going to be pretty easy to trigger raid. But, I don't, unfortunately, have to take the Cultivate. I do have a lot of Grove Matriarchs, so I can even cultivate my seedlings to make huge creatures. Umbragelum Mantis versus Cragwalker. Cragwalker's a pretty good underdrop because it's got 7 power, so I'll take that. And then Tremor Charge. Ooh, a legendary. Ooh. And it's actually pretty good, too. The last legendary I got was Lash of Tomorrow. This one's Living Hive, so I'm all about the poison legendaries. And this card is really, really strong. I'd have never played with it in Limited, but I've played with it in Constructed, which means, this card is no joke. I imagine it's very good in Limited, but a little more situational since you're not guaranteed, to poison your own. What I do in construct is you play this living hive and then Malice Hermit, and then you make bees every turn because it has poison. But that's not as guaranteed in this format. But it does make a lot of tokens for raid and for Spring Dryad, and it gets pretty big at rank 3. It's only a 10-15, which is really small for rank 3, but it also makes 5/5 killer bees whenever it takes damage, which is really strong. And obviously I'd pick it even if it were horrible, I'd pick it because it's a legendary. And then these cards are all pretty garbage. I'm going to take a Cinder Colossus because it's got the best potential upside. 13, 14, 24, 27. And if I'd get an Instigator, I can actually play it. Ash Maiden. There we go. So as I was talking about earlier, just going to pick the Heroic. These cards are all pretty mediocre anyway. Ash Maiden is probably the best card. And I get this is silver because I already have 3 of them. And Totem of Berserker, I would like the removal spell. I said Tempest and Utera were a little short on removal. They have a lot of good underdrop creatures though, like Totem of Berserker and Ice Shard Berserker. Take up another Grove Matriarch. You can never have enough Grove Matriarchs. They're kind of like whatchamacallits. Zithian Rotfiends. It's like the green Zithian Rotfiend. You can never have enough Grove Matriarchs. I think this pick is close between Warhound Raider and Etherwolves. I think Warhound Raider's better. It's really good for raid and really good for Spring Dryad. This card's also good for Spring Dryad, but it's way better for Harbinger, and I don't have a Harbinger, so I'm not too concerned about that. But I do like the Warhound Raider gives you a lot of flexibility, and a free creature is always nice. I don't have any cards with raid, and I only have 4 picks left, so I'm not really picking it for raid. I'm just picking it because it's a really decent creature. I don't think I want the Etherwolves. It's a good card, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I need the early game help as much as I would otherwise with 2 Blizzard Shamans and 4 Grave Matriarchs and a Spring Dryad. I don't think I need the 5 sexes. And I'd rather take the Warhound Raider in case like my last pick contains a good card like that. So I could take Flamer Instigator with the wall I have, or I could take Shatterbolt just as another removal spell. So let's see. Shatterbolt's probably the better pick because I don't have that much in the way of removal. I have actually 0 spells that remove creatures. Yeah, I think I'll just take the Shatterbolt. And then another Warhound Raider, pretty easily. It's also the best card in the back. Sharklaw Crusher versus Matriarch. I already have 4 Matriarchs, which is a ton, so I'm probably going to take the Sharklaw Crusher here. Just to get the pump spell. I haven't been talking about Stonefish Giant because this card's been nerfed so much. It's really, really, really good at rank 3. But the fact that you have to get through 2 bad levels, it's actually pretty hard to play. And take the Heroic. This card's actually probably better than Firelight Hunter, to be honest. Since they buffed its stats at rank 2 and 3, if you can manage to play it in rank 1, it's actually a pretty good threat in ranks 2 and 3. It makes them stop playing 9 toughness, or 9 health, 15 health creatures, which is kind of weird. I don't anticipate playing it a lot, but it's our rock, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. This deck's actually okay. I think my early game might not be the best. I have to rely on Blizzard Shaman a lot and just blocking with Grove Matriarchs. But I've got a lot of late game with the one Spring Dryad, the Living Hive, and the excuse me, and the Shimmerfang Serpent helps me remove his creatures along with the Dendrophi. My deck was definitely made worse by the fact that I didn't see any raid creatures other than that Dragon Keeper Shaman, which I couldn't take because there's a Heroic, and the fact that I had to take a lot of Heroics over good cards. But that's fine. I would rather have the Heroics anyway because they'll keep with me after the draft's done. And I get silver off those eventually, which is the whole goal of the experience here, is to make a constructed deck. If I wanted to just win drafts, I would draft better, but my goal is here is to make good constructed decks. So I've been taking all the heroics to do that. And I'll pause it here, and we'll stop it here, I guess, and I'll see you for round 1.